Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and thank you very much for joining us, guys. I do appreciate that, every single one of you who is watching our videos. If you are new, please consider subscribing to our channel. Even if you don't intend on coming back, we would like to try and spread the word from our channel to a wider audience. And to do so, we need your help. We need to tell the YouTube algorithm that maybe this channel is something that other people should be watching from time to time. There you have it. And what I'm going to share with you guys in this video is not financial advice. If you do require financial advice, I think by now you know what to do. Please approach someone who's trying to give you financial advice. So today we are going to bring you another project, a new project in Raydium, and we're going to perform our review on Raydium. So what is Raydium? Raydium is an automated market maker, or AMM, built on the Solana blockchain, and it leverages the central order book of the Serum decentralized exchange to enable lightning fast trades, shared liquidity, and new features for earning yield. Unlike any other automated market makers, Raydium provides on-chain liquidity to a central limit order book, meaning that funds deposited into Raydium are converted into limit orders which sit on the Serum order book. The choice to go with the Solana blockchain was due to low cost and high speed transactions. Solana is a high performance, permissionless blockchain based on proof of history, and I believe that we all know what Solana's limitations are by now. I mean, if you search on YouTube, you'll find out a lot about Solana and its issues. Anyway, getting back to Raydium then. Raydium is integrated into Project Serum, which is a decentralized exchange that supports trustless cross-chain trading. Despite being natively implemented on Solana, it is interoperable with Ethereum. More on that later in the video. And if you have been following us from the beginning, you will have realized that we have covered Raydium on a few occasions here on YouTube, and Raydium is also a project that I do hold personally in my private portfolio. It's good for transparency, but I'll try to give my views on Raydium as objectively as I can. Now let's cover some of the features for Raydium. We start with the order books. The orders submitted to the order book by Raydium can be transacted against by anyone on Serum and vice versa. This is unlike other automated market makers which lack an order book to aggregate across liquidity pools. The next feature is market making. Raydium is a pure market maker which takes the token logged inside it to create a series of orders at different price points and sizes to provide liquidity. The third feature is swaps. Raydium swaps provide a simple, cost-effective, high-speed option for quickly swapping from one token to another, or swapping one token for another. And the fourth feature is dual reward farming. When tokens are added to a liquidity pool, Raydium issued a liquidity provider token, or LP, to track what percentage of the pool the owner of this token represents. For certain pools decided by the Raydium community, these tokens can be farmed to return additional Raydium as rewards. In addition to this, projects can sponsor certain pools by adding tokens to a reward pool to further incentivize users. So those were the key features of Raydium. Now let's cover briefly some of the value proposition for Raydium. Well, users on Raydium can access liquidity from a central order book provided by Serum for ecosystem-wide liquidity. Raydium is also faster and cheaper. It leverages the efficiency of the Solana blockchain to achieve transactions magnitude faster than Ethereum and gas fees, which are a fraction of the cost on Ethereum. Users who are into trading benefit from trading view charts. They can set limit orders, demonstrating more freedom, which enhances their trading experience. Now, as part of our review of Raydium, we are going to apply our usual 13 elements, which are decentralization, security, interoperability, scaling, project team, social media presence via Twitter as well as via Discord. We also look into the use cases for the project and the underlying token, as well as the tokenomics. So starting with decentralization, Raydium's liquidity pools allow anyone to provide liquidity by adding their assets to a pool. The Raydium community governs the pools which receive farming rewards. Tokens that want to reward users for providing liquidity can also add additional reward tokens. While the exchange itself is decentralized, it is fair to mention that the order books are centralized on Serum. That's something to keep note of. Now onto security. While Raydium smart contracts were initially audited by Kudelski Security, I have no idea who they are, but back in December of 2022, Raydium was exploited for about 5.5 million, following what was at the time described as a private key compromise due to a Trojan virus. It just goes to show that no matter what steps are taken to secure smart contracts, the hackers are always steps ahead, so it's worth the time if developers can actually engage with the community to get their smart contracts tested before they jump into mainnet. Testnet, then mainnet. And also, please do use reputable auditing companies. I'm not saying this Kudelski is not reputable. I'm just saying, okay, because you're talking of people's money here. Now, as far as interoperability is concerned, Raydium leverages existing Serum order flow as well as supplying the liquidity to its own pools, benefiting the entire ecosystem. Users of the Raydium protocol can transact and swap wrapped versions of the popular ERC20 tokens, wrapped BTC, and wrapped versions of AVAX, which is Avalanche's native token, among many others. The project team, there are approximately 43 Raydium team members according to information on LinkedIn and social media presence. Raydium boasts just over 286,900 Twitter followers, as well as just over 34,500 Discord members. Now let's look at some use cases in brief. Ticker symbol is Ray, R-A-Y. The Ray token can be used for staking to earn protocol fees. Users can trade and swap various tokens within liquidity pools. Traders can utilize Raydium's limit order features, and users can also stake the Raydium token to earn ideal allocations. And there's also the opportunity to participate in governance votes on protocol decisions. Again, this is not a conclusive list of the use cases for Raydium. This is just some that we've decided to highlight in this video. Now, let's move on to tokenomics. Ticker symbol Ray, R-A-Y. Token supply 555 million, which is a hard cap. Circulating supply 38%. And let's go to token allocation. Mining reserve 34%. Mining reserve is for liquidity mining. Partnership and ecosystem participation 30%. Team 20%. And the team's tokens are locked for between 1 to 3 years. Liquidity 8%. Community pool 6%, locked for 1 year. So I think all these have now been released. Advisors 2%, locked from 1 to 3 years. Our analysis of the token allocation came up with an insider token allocation of approximately 60%. And you know our threshold at the top end is only 35%. So the score that we are going to issue on token allocation is going to reflect this 60%. So that is a brief overview of what Raydium is. Now let's go on to the business end, where we allocate scores across the 13 elements before we aggregate those scores to give us an aggregated total. And it is that aggregated total that we allocate a risk category, or we allocate it to a risk category. The 4 risk categories are in descending order, or from the best case scenario to the worst case scenario. Got the go for it category. Below that sits potential category. Below that in third is could go to 0 before we get to no go category. And here's a quick rundown of the 13 elements once more. You got decentralization, security, scaling, interoperability, project team, social media presence via Twitter as well as via Discord, the age of the project, project use cases, tokens issued at project launch, as well as tokens in circulation at the point of recording, maximum tokens available, is there a hard cap, as well as insider token allocation. So here are the scores we've given to Raydium across the 13 elements. Decentralization 5 points out of 10, on security 5 points out of 10, on scaling 7.5 points out of 10, interoperability 5 points out of 10, project team 10 points out of 10, social media presence via Twitter 7.5 points out of 10, social media presence via Discord 7.5 points out of 10, age of the project 5 points out of 10, project use cases 7.5 points out of 10, tokens issued at project launch 5 points out of 10, tokens in circulation at the point of recording 5 points out of 10, maximum tokens available 5 points out of 10, and insider token allocation, I think you already got the gist. We are going to allocate 0 because it's way above our top end of 35%. Raydium's token allocation to insiders, according to our own analysis, sits at 60%, which is way above our threshold. There you have it, folks. Do you agree with our allocation of the scores across the 13 elements? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section, and also tell us if you are invested in Raydium. And if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing to our channel. We want to grow the channel. We are slowly growing, but it could be at a faster pace. I know we are in a bear market. Things could be tough. We do have views that are more than the number of subscribers we've got. So again, if you can, please lend your vote. Subscribe to our channel. So that gives us a total of 75 points out of 130, which puts Raydium within the could go to 0 category. It was going well, wasn't it? Raydium, very well. But there you have it. Raydium 75 points out of 130. Do you guys agree? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Have you used Raydium? I personally have, and I think yes, it is one of the best experiences when it comes to DEXs, and yes, it is cheap. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comment section. Like I've already said, I do hold Raydium in my private portfolio, and I want to keep adding to my private portfolio because I think come the next bull run, if there's volume in Solana, Raydium is going to do really well. And I think there will be volume in Solana because why? Because the devs keep building. So they are building new products, onboarding new projects, gaming and so forth. So Raydium is going to do just fine, going to do more than just fine. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comment section. Until next time, guys, this is FD for Sage5.tv with a brief review of Raydium and DEX on the Solana blockchain based on Serum. Raydium and AMM based on Serum DEX on the Solana blockchain. Until next time, bye for now.